All right, you may have heard the catchy Great Rates for Everyone jingle, but you might not be aware of how PenFed focuses on the national defense community and how they give back to our local community too. James Schenck joins us this morning with more on all of that. We'll get to that in a second, but first let's start with, for people that may not know at home, what is the difference between a bank and a credit union?
It's really like night and day. So if I were a bank CEO, my whole job is to maximize the return to the shareholder. So for a customer, that means I want to pay you the least on your deposits and I want to charge you the most on your loans because I report to my shareholders. I have the best job in the world as a credit union CEO. My job and all of our employees, our job is to give the value back to our member owners. So if you're borrowing money, we want to charge you the least, and if you're depositing money, we want to pay you the most. It really is night and day, but it's how the organizations are structured.
So do you sit in your office every day and say, why are people still going to banks?
I say it every day.
Here.
So we have about 105 million Americans have joined credit unions because they understand the structural difference that the credit union is their friend and there's a line with their interests. They're the champion of the consumer. So I do feel over time you'll see more and more Americans, you'll see 2 out of 3 becoming members of credit unions.
Let's talk about how PenFed is unique among credit unions.
PenFed is the second largest federal credit union in the United States. We've been serving our nation's defenders and those who support them since 1935. So I like to say we're 81 years young. We have 1.4 million members, and we build products and services to take care of a very mobile and very high-tech workforce, real-time, around the world, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
All right, now let's get into the good work you guys are doing in the community. Why did PenFed create a nonprofit foundation to support our nation's defenders?
And any organization is only as good as its people. And the people that support the local community, it becomes self-fulfilling. As a credit union, we want to give back as much as we can to our nation's defenders in the communities in which we serve. So in 2001, we set up a nonprofit. I volunteer my time to be the president of that nonprofit, and the credit union oversees and pays for all the costs of the credit union. So the money we raise goes directly for our programs, which are designed to meet the unmet needs of our military heroes, their families, and their caregivers.
Well, let's talk about some of those events that PenFed Foundation hosts in our local community.
Absolutely. We got a golf tournament each year in September. This year is at September 26th, which is Monday, at Congressional Country Club. It's a great way for the community to come together, donate to a great cause, and play one of the greatest courses in America.
Yeah.
And we also do a Night of Heroes Gala in May each year. We bring together nearly 1,000 congressional, Department of Defense, and corporate leaders to recognize the great work our military leaders do, our military heroes, the men and women who fight and win our nation's wars. We're very proud of that.
Yeah. Let's talk about how viewers that are watching right now at home can make donations to the PenFed Foundation and support military heroes.
Yeah, we like to tell everybody they come to our website, PenFedFoundation.org. They can see testimonials. They can see how our programs are making a real difference in the lives of these great Americans. And they can click on the Donate Now tab. We take credit cards, it's secure, and they can make a true difference in the lives of our heroes. It feels good for them, and it really makes a difference in those that we support.
So you get to do great work with the customers every day. You get to do great work like this every day. You got a great job.
It's the American dream.
Yeah.
I truly love what I do. I appreciate your time today learning about PenFed and also the PenFed Foundation. Thank you.
Excellent. Well, thank you for coming in. Always great to see you. And we are going to have much more of Let's Talk Live right after the break, so stay with us.